An IT administrator's role, I think now with running on Google Apps or any cloud system, has become more strategic. We're thinking about how employees work. We're also thinking about how employees want to work. If they don't feel chained to that corporate infrastructure, you can give people flexibility and that freedom. They can play, they can experiment. I'm Colin McCarthy. I'm the Associate Director of IT for Essence. Since about 2009, Essence has been using Google Apps for Work. It was a leap of faith, but I think our founders and the IT people that were on contract at the time could identify and understood the bonuses of moving to the cloud. At the end of 2012, Essence purchased 2 companies out on the West Coast. They were smaller agencies, very much sort of traditional IT infrastructure. There's always some resistance to change, and changing socks or moving house can sometimes be traumatic. So it's a lot easier for it to be adopted and accepted if it wasn't us as the new corporate overlords coming in saying, this is what you must use. We would find out who in that company was already a heavy personal user of the Gmail system or had used Google Apps for Work in a previous employer. But once they really embraced the cloud and the fact that they could access their corporate email from any device in any location on any computer was really a very powerful selling point. We migrated all of their data over the weekend, and on Monday morning we gave them their new login accounts to our Google Apps for Work domain. The only thing that changed was the appearance of how they would access their mail. All the data, which is the valuable thing, stayed exactly the same. The Google Apps Marketplace is a huge addition to Google Apps for Work. We use Lucidchart for chart creation. We also use Better Cloud. Allows us to do a lot of bulk tasks, allows us to automate a lot of things. There's some good reporting tools, and most importantly, a deprovisioning process. There isn't really a way to do that in the standard Google control panel. Google Apps would work on its own, does work on its own. However, for something like Lucidchart, if that didn't exist, I don't know how we would create flowcharts. Maybe we'd resort to whiteboards and dry white markers. My advice to IT administrators would be to relinquish that seeming control that you get from running your own servers. You're not going to be replaced. You'll still be just as valuable and important at being a strategic thinker and engaging the workforce, providing them with tools that allows them to succeed, which is going to allow the business to succeed, and you'll have more people to support. You can really be the one that's feeding your own IT infrastructure.